If an article is sold for 178 at a loss of 11%, what should be its selling price in order to earn a profit of 11%? So as we discussed the concept that loss of 11% is 89, means selling price is 89% and the amount is given 178. Now they're asking if it should be to earn 11% profit, it should be 111. What will be the amount they're asking? So for 89, if it is 178, for triple one it will be more than that. So more by less into 178. One time, two times. So triple two, our answer. Next, to gain 10% on selling a sample milk at the cost price of pure milk, the quantity of water to be mixed with 50 kg. So let us suppose that 50 kg. On this, if I want 5%, sorry, 10%, means what will be the amount? 5 kg. Means 5 kg of water should be added. 10% of 50 is 5 kg. So 5 liters of water should be added. Sorry, 5 kgs or liters, both are same. Then an article was sold at a profit of 12%. If the cost price would be 10% less and selling price would be 5.75 more, then there would be a profit of 30%. Then at what price it should be sold to make a profit of 20%? An article was sold, suppose let 100x the price of the article. It was sold for 12% profit, means it will be 112x. If the cost price would be 10% less, then it should be 90x. Then, and selling price would be 5.75 more, there would be profit of 30%. Means on this, if 30% there is a profit. What is 30% of 90x? 27. Means 90x plus 27 is 117x. So if it is so, then there should be 5.75 more in selling price. According to the number, see this, if it is given 5.75, that in terms of parts how many? 112x to 117x, it is 5x. 5x is 5.75. They're asking 120%. First of all, 120% means first you find 100x, that will be CP, 100x. Then we'll find 120x, or otherwise directly 120x. It's up to us. So if 5x is 5.75, then 120x will be how much? 120 by 5 into 5.75. How many times it goes? 5, 24 times. Now multiply 24 into 5.75. 24 5s 120, 24 7s 168, 24 5s 120, 0, 12 carried forward 180, 0, 18 carried forward, adding 138.00. So 138 is our answer. Next, at what percent above the CP must a shopkeeper marks his goods so that he claims 20% even after giving a discount of 10% on the market price? Since MPs, see what is this number was? Third option, it is not printed properly, so we have written sideways 33 1/3%. Also this 37 1/2%. CP, SP, MP. Why we have taken this MP? Because they are saying that discount will be given on market price. At what percent above the cost price? Okay. So what they are saying, he have to gain 20%. Means SP should be, means if it is 100x, it should be 120x. Then even after giving a discount of 10%, means let it be 100%. Given 10% discount, so this becomes 90x on the market price. Above the cost price, market price should be at what price they have to, means from discount given 10%, But even then that article was sold for 20% profit. What is the market price value they are asking? Sorry, here it is 90%, because 10% given, it will become 90%. If 90% is 120, then 100% will be how much? 100 by 90 into 120, 33s, 34s. 400 by 3 will be 133.33. On 100, it is actually x, so it must be x, so it is x. On 100x, it is increased by 33.33, so 33 1 by 3% is our answer. Then the market price of an article is 50% above cost price. When market price is increased by 20% and selling price is increased by 20%, the profit doubles. If original market price is 300, then original selling price is, so CP, SP, MP. Market price of an article is 50% above cost price, and they are saying finally, if original market price is 300, it is 50% more than CP. Means suppose if I assume CP is 100, 50% more, it will be 150%. Correct? On 100, if I increase 50%, it becomes 150. Now that 150 is nothing but 300, then 100% will be how much? 150% is 300. Then 100% will be how much? 100 by 150 into 300. 151s, 152s. So 100 into 2, 200. CP must be 200. Now, when market price increased by 20%, what is 20% of 300? First of all, 10% of 300 is 30. 20% becomes 360. Then selling price is increased by 20%. First of all, we don't know what is selling price here. Let it be X. On X, if 20% increased, so 120 by 100. 120 by 100 is 1.2. So 1.2 X. Then if original market price is 300, then the original selling price is how much? So now here what they are saying is, when market price is increased, selling price is increased, the profit becomes double, it seems. Profit becomes double. Okay. So what is profit? In the initial profit is X minus 200. Now this becomes double when this is increased. Same 200. So 1.2x minus 200. Now 2x minus 400 is equal to 1.2x minus 200. Now 0.8x is equal to minus 400 transposed to the other side plus 400. 400 minus 200, 200. So x is equal to, a point is there, so I will make 2000 by 8. How many times it goes? 250 times. A got 30% concession on the label price of an article sold for 8,750 with a 25% profit on the price he bought. Okay. A got 30% cost concession on the label price of an article sold for 8,750 with a 25% profit on the price he bought. The label price they are asking. CP, SP, MP. So concession on the label price or list price or market price, all are same. So market price, let it be 100%. On this 30% discount concession is given. Now that should be considered as CP or SP. It is, say again I will read the question. A got 30% concession on the label price. He is a dealer, not dealer, a vendor, a shopkeeper. A shopkeeper sold the price of 8,750 an article, but while purchasing from a retailer, he bought it for 30% concession, means this is 70%. Now this is directly given 8,750 with 25% profit on the price, and this value they are saying 25% profit means 125. If 125% is 8750, then CP will be every time 100%. 100% is what? 100 by 125 into 8750. 25 fours, 25 fives. How many times it goes? 5 ones, 37, 5 sevens, 5 fives, 0. 1750 into 4 becomes 7,000. Yeah, 7,000. Now this 7,000 according to the question CP we have considered as what? 70%. Don't get confused. 70% is 7,000, then 100% will be how much? 70, how many times? 100 times. So 100 hundreds is 10,000. A clock was sold for 144 if the percentage of profit was numerically equal to the cost price. The cost of the clock was, what they are saying, a clock was sold for 144. SP is given 144. If the percentage of profit was equal to the profit percentage is equal to CP numerically, they are saying. So what is profit percentage? Pro formula SP minus CP by CP into 100 is equal to CP. Now substitute the given value. 144 minus CP into 100 is equal to CP. If we transpose to the right hand side, CP square. So CP square plus 100 CP minus 144 into 100 becomes 14,400. That is equal to 0. Use the equation, quadratic equation. CP is equal to minus B minus 100 plus R minus, here I am writing, if AX square plus BX plus C equal to 0. Now compare this. In the place of X, CP is there. So A is equal to 1, B is equal to 100 and C is equal to minus 14400. So X is equal to what? What are the roots? Minus B plus R minus root of B square minus 4AC whole divided by 2A. So plus R minus root of B square 10,000 plus 4 for 144s. 144 is a square root of 12 and 4 is square root is 2. 12 into 2, 24. So 24 square is 576 whole divided by 2 minus 100 plus or minus, it will become 676 67600. At the end, if for a number under the root, if 2 zeros are there, for the root it will be 1 0, and 676 is 26 square plus or minus 100 and minus by 2. Then minus 100 minus 260, no use. Minus 100 plus 260 will be 160. 160 by 2 is 80. The negative value, another root will be minus 100 minus 260. Here we are getting negative value. Cost price every time will be in the positive. This can be done in another way, the shortcut. X plus x by 100 is equal to 144. Okay, this is CP and this is profit. If you solve this even, we'll get the value, x value. Hope you understood. See here, and in the question I wrote 25 1 by 2 percentage as here. It is not properly printed. An article is sold at a certain price. If it is sold at half of the previous selling price, then there is a loss of 25 1 by 2 percentage. The profit after selling the article at the previous selling price is, okay, an article is sold at certain price, we don't know, CP SP. So let it be 100. Every time we have to assume CP, right? 100, but we have taken Y because of, or otherwise X will take, not to confuse you. SP is X. An article is sold at a certain price, so let it be X. If it is sold at half of the previous selling price, then there is a loss of 25 1/2 percentage. The profit after selling the article at the previous selling price is, so now there is a loss. So what is CP? We don't know. Let it be 100. Here also 100. Now it is sold. Like now, what is the profit percentage formula? X minus 2, sorry, X by 2 minus 100 by 100 into 100 is equal to, what is the profit percentage? 25 1/2. 25 1/2 is 50 1/2. Here I am writing 25 1/2. 25 into 2, 50 plus 1, 50 1/2. 50 1/2. Given that. Now 100 got cancelled. We got X by 2 minus 100 is equal to 50 1/2. Now taking LCM, it becomes X minus 200 by 2, which is equal to 50 1/2. 2 and 2 get cancelled. So X is equal to minus 200, if it transpose to the right hand side, 251. What is X value? 251. Now the profit after selling the article at the previous selling prices. Any mistake we have did? Nothing. X minus 100. Okay. Say cost price is same everywhere. Okay. So 251 we got. So what will be the profit? The profit percentage here, X value is 251. Means 151 we need to get, but no option is there. Okay, finally we'll solve this question at the end. On selling an almirah for 2576, a person got profit of 12%. Had it been bought it for 100 less, the profit percentage would have been. Now you understood what I wrote here. Options were not written printed properly. On selling an almirah for 2576, the profit percentage 12, means selling price is 112 percentage, which is given 2576. Then CP becomes 100 by 112 into 2576. How many times it goes? Last two digits are 76, means it goes by 4. 4 how many times? 4 2s, 4 8s. 4 6, 4 4s, 4 4s. Then again by 4, 4 7s, 161. Again by 7, 7 1s, 7 2s, 7 3s. So the CP is equal to 2300. But they are saying it is bought for 100 rupees less. So means minus 100. It becomes 2200. SP is given 2576. Then the profit percentage would have been, difference is 376 whole divided by 2200 into 100. Profit percentage. 2 ones 8 3. 188. 2 18s 188 by 11. How many times it goes? 11 ones 11 and 78. 11 sevens 1 by 11. 17 1 by 11 percentage. A man sells his typewriter at 5% loss. If he sells it for 80 rupees more, he will gain 5%. A man sells his typewriter at 5% loss. Okay, means 95. If he sells it for 80 rupees more, he gains 105, means 5% profit, means 105. This gap 10% is given as 80 more, 80 rupees. The cost price of the typewriter means 100% will be how much? It is 800. A sells a cycle to B at a profit of 20%. B sells it to C at a loss of 25%. If C bought the cycle for P, then the cost price of A is. So let A cost price is A itself. A sells it to B at 20% profit, means 120 by 100, into B sells it to loss of 25%, means 75 by 100, which is equal to P. Now A is equal to P into this 6 by 5, 25 3 is 25 fours. So 4 into 5, 20 by 6 into 3, 18. So 2 tens, 2 nines. P into 10 by 9, fourth option. A shopkeeper sells 2 TV sets at the same price. There is a gain of 20% on one TV and a loss of 20% on the other TV. State which of the following statement is correct. So on selling price they are saying, on selling price one is 20% profit, the other is 20% loss. Use this formula. A plus B plus AB by 100. Profit means plus, loss means minus 20. 20 into minus 20 by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0. 2 into 2 minus 4. 20 and 20 get cancelled. Minus indicates loss. Loss of 4%. Loss of 4%. A sells an article to B at a gain of 20%. Again, A 120 by 100 and B sells it to C at a gain of 10%. A similar type of question, so I am doing directly. And D sells it to D at a gain of 12 1 by 2. 12 1 by 2 means 112.5 by 100. If D pays, means 29.5, he is paying directly. 26, 25, 0, 0. So let me consider, if I remove this point, let us assume there is no point. I will put a 0 here. 25 40s is 1000. 25, how much it is more than, like 1000 more than by 125, means 1043. So A is equal to, this we will write as 29 by 295 by 10. 295 by 10 into 5 into 10 into 40. 5 into 10 into 40 by 6 into 11 into 43. Okay. 29.7, sorry, it is 29.7, so it will be not 5 but 7. Then 11, how many times it goes? 11 2s, 11 sevens, a 10 and a 10 got cancelled. Then actually 125, see this 1125 more than 1000 by 125. 25 it goes by 40 times, 25 it goes by 5 times, so it must be 45. 9 5s, 9 3s, 5 1s, 5 1s, 3 1s, 3 2s, 2 1s, 2 20s. So 20 is our answer. A house and a shop were sold for 1 lakh each. In this transaction, the house sale resulted 20% loss, where the shop sale into 20% profit. The entire transaction resulted in. So this is SP. First one, house. This is house. House sold for loss. Loss for 20 means 80% is 1 lakh. Then 100% CP will be what? 100 by 80 into 1 lakh. For 25s, 24s, 4 ones, how many times? 25 and 3 zeros. 525s, 125,000. Then the other one, profit, means 120% is 1 lakh. Then 100% will be how much? 100 by 120 into 1 lakh. 25 is 26. Then it will be 2 3s 5,000, sorry 50,000. 2,50,000 by 3. Now these both are CP. Add the total CP. 125,000 plus 25,000 by 3. Sorry, 4 zeros by 3. If I take LCM, it becomes 125 into 3 becomes 375. 375,000 plus 25 4 zeros whole divided by 3. Now add them. 5 after 3 zeros, 2 6 by 3. This is CP. And SP is, they told already, each sold for 1 lakh. So each sold for 1 lakh means both are sold for 2 lakhs. So SP is equal to 2 lakhs. There is a loss. There is a loss. How much? 625,000 minus 625,000 by 3 minus, taking LCM, it becomes 6 lakhs. So difference will be 25,000 by 3. Check the option. All the options are divided by lakh given. Okay. Gain of 1 by 24 lakh. Okay. But we need to get loss. So it cannot be our answer. Gain cannot be. Okay. Among these both options. But denominator must be lakh. Numerator become 1. Suppose to make this 1, what should I have to divide the denominator by 25,000. 25 by 1000 by 3 is equal to, first of all, into by what number we need to multiply. Our option must be 1 by 12 lakh loss or 1 by 18 lakh loss. Into 4 by 4 if I multiply, it becomes 1 lakh by 12. So 1 lakh by 12 loss. Hope you understood this. Then a man bought 2 goats for 1,008. He sold one at a loss of 20% and other at a profit of 44% if each goat was sold for the same price. Okay, see the interesting question. 2 goats. Total amount is goat 1 plus goat 2. He bought for 1,008 and he sold one at 20% loss and the other at 44% profit. But both the SP are same, it seems. Means one goat I am taking as G. The other one is 1,008 minus G. Okay. So on one I got a loss. 20% loss means 80 by 100. This is equal to 1008 minus G into 44% profit, 144 by 100. See, these both must be equal, they are saying. You can take the ratio or any way you can do it. Suppose if I take a ratio of variables and the numbers, 1008 minus G by G. If I transpose, then 144 to the 80 by 144. 16 5s, 16 9s. Now divide this separately by G minus 1. I took separate. My A minus B by C will become A by C minus B by C. If you take LCM again, will give the same, is equal to 5 by 9. Now 1008 by G, 1008. 1 if I transpose to the right hand side, 1 plus 5 by 9 becomes 14 by 9. 1008. Then G is equal to, by G divided by G. G is equal to 1008 into 9 by 14. 14 how many times? 14 sevens, 98, 28, 14 twos. So 9 twos 18, 9 7 63, 648. Now you are thinking that calculation is too big. See, the logically, if you practice twice and thrice, you can make your own shortcut. This is to explain you, I wrote this much. Otherwise, I can solve it in less time. Then see, 2/3 of a consignment was sold at a profit of 5%. So the difference between this and the previous question is, here they are talking about profit. Profit and selling price. Suppose if I say 20% profit means 20%, but selling price becomes 120. Here they are talking about profit. So we should take this as 5% only. See, 2/3 of a consignment was sold at a profit of 5% and the remaining at a loss of 2%. If the total profit was 400, then the value of the consignment was 5% profit. 5 by 100 into 2/3. We don't know how many parts. 2/3 of what? Some value x minus loss. So minus 2 by 100 into remaining. Out of 3 parts, 2/3 gone, then 1 part. 1 by 3 x is equal to 400. Now what is common here? X by 300 is common. X by 300 if I remove, then 5 minus 2, that's 5 into 2, 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2 is 8, is equal to 400. 8 ones, 8 50s. So X is equal to 15,000. Then next, some toffees were bought at the rate of 11 for 10 and same number at the rate of 9 for 10. So 11 bought at 10 rupees. For 10 rupees, 11 bought. Or otherwise 11 articles for 10 rupees. And 9 for 10 rupees. 9 articles for 10 rupees. And what they are saying, if the whole was sold for 1 at 1 rupee. This is CP. CP. Make sure that these both are same. So take LCM. So 99A, 90 and 99A, 9, 11, 110. So total 198 articles at 200 rupees. Now SP is what given? 1 article if you sell for 1 rupee. Now 198 articles will be sold for 198 rupees. Correct? This multiply by 198 because CP is 198 articles. So SP also should become 198 articles. So how much it is loss? 2 rupees loss over 200. 2 by 200 into 100. 200, 200. 1% loss. A shopkeeper blends varieties of tea costing 8 and 13 per 100 grams in the ratio 7:3. So 18 and 13 at the ratio 7 and 3. So weighted average plus 126 plus 39 by 7 plus 3, 10. 126 plus 39 is 165 by 10 is 16.5. what is this CP, but it is sold at 18.15 means SP. SP is given 18.15. Now what is the profit? 18.15 minus 16.50. 5, 11 minus 5, 6, 7 minus 6, 1. 165 is the profit. Then profit percentage is equal to 1.65 by CP is 16.5 into 100. That becomes 165 by 16.5. It goes by 10 times. So 10 is the profit. 10% in the whole transaction. Krishna purchased a number of articles at 10 for each and the same number for 14. He purchased 10 articles, we don't know, at X rupees, and again 14 articles at again X rupees. He mixed them. So 24 articles at 2x rupees and sold them for 13 each. 13 articles, okay, he sold at X rupees, let it be. Sold them for 13 each. 1 second. 10 articles at 10 for each. No, 1 second. What we assumed is wrong. Read the question again. Krishna purchased a number of articles at 10 rupees. 10 rupees articles are X. 10 rupees. And again same number for 14 rupees. So total 2x for 24 rupees. Then and sold them for 13 each. Means X articles if we sold for 13 rupees, then here 2x is there. Na? So 2x articles for 13. So 2x articles for 26 rupees. His gain is 2 rupees over 24 rupees into 100. 2 ones, 2 12s, 4 3s, 4 25s. 8 1 by 3 is our answer. Gain of 8 1 by 3. A dealer sold 3/4 of his articles at a gain of 24% and the remaining at the cost price. Percentage of gain in the whole transaction. Okay, let there are 100 articles. 3/4 of them is 75. 75 articles is sold for 24 rupees. And let us think that CP of 100 articles each is 1 rupee, so 100 rupees. Now 100 rupees, 75 articles rupees will be 75. This is CP. On this what percentage? 24% profit. So 75 into 124 by 100. 25 threes, 25 fours, 4 ones, 4 3 1. So it becomes 93. SP becomes 93. And remaining 25 articles at the rate of cost price. He sold at 20. So 25 sold at 25 only. Then add the total 118. Add the total 100 rupees. CP is 100 and SP is 118. So profit percent is 18%. An increase of 20% in the price of mangoes enables a person to purchase 4 mangoes less for 40. The price of 15 mangoes before increase was an increase of 20%. Now see, price into quantity becomes amount. Means suppose I have, apple is there or guava, anyone. Apple, let us take apple. One apple cost is 10 rupees. If you want to, not 10 rupees, 40 rupees. So if you want to purchase 3 apples, what is the cost? 120. 120 is what amount? Count how many? 3 apples you are purchasing. So 3 into 40, 120. So price into quantity is articles. So the product of two quantities are equal to some constant, means these both are inversely proportional. The reason is that speed into time is equal to distance. If you multiply these both, it is equal to constant, means these both are inversely proportional. So 20% increase. 20% is what is the fraction? 20 by 100 means 1 by 5. Correct? 25%. An increase of 20% in the price of mangoes enables a person, suppose CP, if I assume 5, 20% increase in this means 120 by 100. Correct? So that becomes 26, 25 means 5. SP should become 6. I will rewrite again. CP, if I assume 5, then SP will be 6. Okay. Then a person to purchase 4 mangoes less for 40. Okay. If this is the price, then quantity should be 6 and 5. Correct? Now see, this quantity difference is 1 part. This 1 part is given in the question 40. 40 or 4. A person to purchase 4 mangoes less. Sorry, one part is 4 mangoes less. Then 6 parts will be 24 mangoes. Okay, 24 mangoes. So for 40 rupees, if a person get 24 mangoes, for 15 rupees he will get how many mangoes? 15 by 40 into 24. 8 3s, 8 5s. Sorry, we have made a small mistake. What is that? 15 mangoes before increase. The price of 15 mangoes. So here it should be. But don't get confused. I thought that 15 rupees. 15 mangoes. For 24 rupees. Sorry, for 24 mangoes, if he spend 40 rupees, for 15 mangoes he need to spend what amount? 15 by 24 into 40. 8 3s, 8 5s. 3 1s, 3 5s. So 25 rupees. He need to spend 25 rupees. A manufacturer fixes his selling price at 33% over the cost price. CP, SP. SP is 33% means 133. This is 100. If cost of production goes up by 12% means 112. And manufacturer raises 10%. His selling price by 10%. 133, 10% will be 13.3. It becomes 146.3. 146.3. His percentage profit is how much it increased? 146 only, no? Yeah. So how much it increased? 34.3 over 112 into 100. So it becomes 3430 112. How many times it goes? 112 3 times. 336. 13 minus 6, 7. A point means 30 times or 31 times. Approximately 30. 70 by 112. So how many times it goes? 7 tens, 7 16s, 2 5s, 2 8s. So 35 by 8 is our answer. Must see this. I got 112 when I divide 3430 by 112. I got 30 times and the remainder is 70. How to take? Quotient, numerator, denominator means remainder should be in the numerator by 112. So this both again still divides. So we need to divide that and write it. So 35 by 8. A fruit seller makes a profit of 20% by selling mangoes at a certain price. If he charges one more for each mango, he can make a profit of 40%. Find the selling price of a mango in the first case. A fruit seller makes a profit of what? 20%. CP, SP. If it is 100, this must be 120. If he charges 1 for each mango, he makes a profit of 140. Okay, this will be same 100. This will become 140. Let it be 100x, 120x, x and x. So what they are saying was, previous charge was 120, means on each. Then on each, now he is increasing 1. That's what he is saying. Then it will be equal. So 120x plus 1 is equal to 140. Then 20x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 by 20. Okay. So how many times it goes? Suppose if I take 100x will be how much? 100x is equal to 1 by 20 into 100. 5 times it goes. So 5 is the answer. Selling price of a mango in the first case they are asking. First case we found 100x, but we need to find 120x directly. See, x is equal to 1 by 20 we got. So 120x will be what? Because selling price in the first case is this one. So 21s. Actually, see here I will write x is equal to 1 by 20. But we need 120x. So 1 by 20 into 120. 21s, 26. So 6 is our answer. Not 5, 6 is our answer. They're asking selling price of a mango in the first case. Now previously we have left a question that we will solve. So what I am showing you now, as a teacher in the competitive exams, don't go for ego. Ego in the sense, if you are not able to solve a question, then leave it and go back and try to solve it later, if time permits. Is this question? Okay. So what is this question? An article is sold. Half of the previous. What will be? Let me erase this and do it again. First of all, he bought it for, an article is sold at a certain price. If it is sold at half of that, x by 2, then there is a loss of, loss in the sense 100 minus x by 2 by 100 into 100 is equal to 51 by 2. Then 100 get cancelled. 100 is equal to x plus 51 by 2. 200 is equal to 51. X plus 51. See, what we did is correct only. X is equal to what? 149. So 149 is what? Over 100. Over 100. See, here what we assumed, CP is 100, SP is 149. Over 100, how much more we got? 49. Yeah, it is correct only. What we did is correct only. Okay.